Hello everybody, and welcome to Wargroove 2. I told you it wouldn't be a long wait, but I've had an anxious few days waiting for this. I am so excited. Hey, so just before we get started, this is me from the future. I did a terrible job of sort of introducing the game here because I was just that excited, but now I've played a little bit of it and I've settled down. I'm going to come back here and just give you a little bit of an introduction, just in case you are stumbling on this for the first time. Wargroove and the original, and I guess this one too, is a sort of spiritual successor to Advance Wars and the sort of tactical strategy genre that it inspired. I'm not really sure what it is, so I guess I'm doing not a much better job. But I'm playing this because I've just finished playing through the entirety of Wargroove 1. That series is up on my channel if you want to take a look at that, if you want a bit more of an introduction to the world of Wargroove as a whole, and so you can experience the differences with me. But if you're happy to just join me here, I'm happy with that as well. I myself just big fan of the genre. I love Wargroove. I thought I'd share it with people, and Wargroove 2 came out at a very convenient time for me to share it with you right after the first. So that's what we're doing here. So now back to a past me who is very excited. I cannot wait to see what's in store. We're going to hop right into the story. Oh, you have to go through here to get Conquest. Ah, so it replaces Arcade. That makes sense. No one cared about Arcade anyway, so Conquest is a much more interesting take. Let's get straight into the campaign. Ah, the rat people. Or the mouse people. Sorry, I shouldn't call them rats. Memorial Isle. Iranian mission, day 0. This is Orania? A disappointment. Our mountains are larger. And greener. Think they have libraries here? Libraries? I doubt they've even heard of books. Okay, that's a bit... You haven't even met a person from here yet. Also, who's this guy just vibing over here? Do not underestimate Orania, friends. I have heard horrifying accounts of these lands. They say Orania has tree people. Yeah, not wrong. Said you're dead, go away. Sea people. Yeah, the merfolk, that's true. Humans. Oh, we don't like humans here, do we? Okay, cool. Well, I've read the humans here don't have souls. When they die, their skeletons walk around forever. Want to know what I've read? I've read they kiss dogs. Yeah, I'm glad the music stops for that one. On the mouth. Disgusting. I bet you don't even have a dog, dude.
Dogs are kind of cute, right?
I do agree with that, Ms. Lytra. You've got to have a dog unit of your own. Of course, Lytra thinks that. Isn't this the girl who can't keep her lunch down on the ship? Hey, seasickness is no laughing matter. And she makes those obnoxious humming noises during meditation. It helps me think.
Is there a problem here?
This is clearly the wise mouse, because they have an orb and it floats. No, Madame Pistille. Just making observations.
Fantastic.
Then why don't you go observe the seas to watch for our other ships? They're late enough as it is. Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Wait, not you. You are a magic user, yes? Come with me. There's something important I need your help with. She needs me? Did you say something?
Sorry.
No. Sorry. Just curious. Why are we here?
Never apologize for curiosity.
Especially not while we seek the most precious thing of all. Knowledge. Three years ago, a magic weapon from a long-forgotten war caused quite the stir. Yeah, it didn't half. A weapon known as Requiem. Why is there a merfolk here? I'm told it nearly ended the world as we know it. And the merfolk's gone. Orania's leaders did manage to defeat it in the end. It's not quite how the events went, but close enough. However, our allies suspect there are other weapons like Wargroove out there. Of course there are! For God's sake, was one world-ending super weapon not enough for the Kingdom of Cacophony? They've asked us to seek them and uncover their secrets. To be fair, the Fell Gauntlet is also a weapon from Cacophony if I remember rightly, so I guess I shouldn't judge too much.
Wow. But...
Why do you need me?
Ah.
I have been investigating this dome all afternoon. It doesn't look like a dome, yet I still haven't a clue how to enter it. The Kingdom of Cacophony were masters of magic and technology. Between my wits and your magic, our success is inevitable. Are you not a magic user yourself? You've literally got a floating orb.
No.
Oh no. Pistol, please don't be mad. But I'm actually not very good at magic. Hold that thought. Those are not mice people. Hey, we found this island fair and square. You want to visit? You gotta pay the toll. Hand over your gold. Oh, this is a robbery? With just the two of you. Fascinating. Let's see how that works out. Yeah, against two commanders, it's not.
Lytra.
Lytra, I'll handle these imbeciles. You just keep working on that dome. Or imbeciles, nice.
Yes, madam.
Yes, madam. Shall begin by attacking the enemy swordsman. Yeah, just telegraph all your moves, dude. Swordsmen are the most basic unit. As I am a commander, my victory is assured. This is true. Oh, no. I've got to find my damage. I don't have options. No, I need my accurate damage displays. No, they're all gone. If they've still got the random spread in the game where your attacks do 5% more or less damage, the fact that I have to turn it on by default is going to be greatly annoying. Anyway, let's go. Obviously, it's got to reteach you the basics just in case for some reason you've never played Wargroove 1 and you're playing Wargroove 2. I mean, I guess fair enough. Yeah, see, come on. Yeah, what the heck was that? I was going to say, are you telling me you're not a magic orb? Is this some technological floating orb that you've got here as a mouse? Okay.
The power of crystal technology.
It is technology, okay, sure. A bit advanced for you, I'm afraid. But I'm happy to provide further demonstration.
Wow.
So cool. Ah, Lystra, your sword friends have arrived. She only had one of them before, but whatever. We're not her friend. Just in time, too. I've already performed an action this turn. You two swordsmen will have to take care of the rest. Alright, Phil, time to show your worth. Attack the spearman. Poor Phil, he does not do particularly well in this engagement. Swordsman versus pikeman is never a good choice. You see? I failed to strike them down?
Yes.
Yes, a bit of a shame, really. A shame you didn't use all the tools at your disposal. Each unit type has special condition that allows them to deal massive damage. Yeah, the critical hit mechanic. We call this a critical hit. A swordsman will perform a critical hit when besides its commander. That hasn't changed at least. We should try a critical hit now with the other swordsman. And as you can see, attack does much more damage. Oh, they've got more of an indicator now. Instead of the damage indicator just flashing, you've also got an exclamation point next to it. And you can actually see that it kills him, because look, the pikeman's got a little skull under it. Nice little improvements so far. Ah, I do feel more powerful somehow. Yes, see the flashing damage preview? That indicates a critical hit. Now, strike. Yes, boss mouse lady. I doubt there's more of them in that barge.
Madam?
Madam Pastille, what is that number for beside the swordsman? Oh god, they've got tactical displays. Excellent question. That is the health indicator. Full health units begin at 100 HP and have no indicator. But our swordsman's foolish behaviour has reduced his HP to around 60 health. I mean, to be fair to him, he wouldn't have killed that thing in one hit anyway, so... Attack power is based on unit health, so this swordsman will deal with less damage from now on. Oh, there were more dudes, just hiding in the boat.
Lytra, dear.
Lytra dear, how are things coming along with the dome? It's not a dome, dude, come on, it's like... a hat. It looks like a top hat.
Oh!
I think I figured something out. Brilliant girl, let's rout the rest of these fools. Is he going to give me more freedom for that? And let's be sure to practice our critical hits whenever possible. Fair, I imagine that swordsman crits probably do quite a number of work against other swordsmen.
Hold still.
There's one thing, it's something I noticed when I played the demo, something I don't like is in the combat animations. It's easy to see now, you've had a few examples of it, but the characters, whoever's attacking, just runs straight across the frame, where in Wargroove 1 they sort of, they paused for a moment, they sort of rallied, and then they attacked. It's not like a... I don't know, it's hard to explain the difference. I know what I mean, you might understand it if you watch Wargroove 1, but either way. Let's get into it. Yeah, that's good. Take very minimal damage and then we'll send the weaker one in to finish him off. These outlaws clearly not led by any of the main characters that we've played with, because they're useless. He can get there, it's unfortunate. I don't think this will kill, but it's a big damage. Yeah, not dead. Yeah, that guy get wiped out like exactly too. Ouch.
I don't have time for this.
Yeah, see, so she just runs straight in and then comes and hits them. Whereas before, she'd sort of wait on her half and then perform the attack animation. We'll do this and see if we have enough health to survive the counter attack. Yeah, we'd live and that would probably leave us on enough health to not die to their follower. Still going for it. I don't think we die from this. No, we get close, but we don't. And I don't want to lose units in the prologue, that would just feel bad. Now let's finish her off.
I don't have time.
Oh, we don't gain groove charge in this. I thought we might earn our groove. No, that's a shame.
Aha!
Well, well, seems we've won the robbery. Lytra, dear,
Please let this work.
please let something I do work for once. Bong, it's a bell tower, see? Very loud, the bell tower. And judging from the fact it's just showing us a map of the world, that's probably not a good thing.
I've been a fool.
That was Volder getting his ass kicked.
What? No.
Oh, so everyone heard that. Dude, how are these guys not deaf? If it was that loud, it just resonated over all of Orania, even over to Heavensong and Helheim. That's crazy. It worked?
Lytra!
Lytra, this is magnificent. Then why do you look so surprised? So where have you two idiots come from? You weren't there in the fight. Quickly, everyone. There's research to do. My word, just look at this stonework. Madam Pistel? And such detailed engravings.
Pistol!
Pistel, we can't get in. I am trapped. How curious. I wonder what sort of mechanism. Pistol, what do we do? There are more bandits out here. Have they seriously come back? Listen, dear, there is enough down here to keep me occupied for hours. Instead of asking me for every little thing, what if you were in charge until I return?
Me?
Me? Yes, you. There, problem solved. Huh? Yes, the magical girl is in charge. I don't like repeating myself. I am terminating this conversation. Ever the analytic. You love that type of person. Goodbye. If Lytra's in charge, we're definitely going to die. In any case, let's head back to the ship. We must warn the others. She trusts me? Won't let you down, madam. Well, she's in no danger. There you go. That better be, like, guaranteed. There's no way taking that long should get me 1 star. Like, there better not be a choice but to get 1 star. Yeah, see? There we go. This is the page we've been missing the entire time through the Wargroove 1 campaign. We finally get to see the lore entries as they are unlocked. Also, yeah, just to double check. Okay, it doesn't show, but I'm going to assume that it's just star is the S rank or whatever. But if they've got rid of letter rankings and replaced it with stars, I hope they make it understandable what the difference is. Anyway, let's read the codex, shall we? No, don't look. Oh, there's lots of codex entries already unlocked. Interesting, we'll have to read them. From the Tale of Faahri. But they'd eaten all the books, so every month Miss Faahri went to the mountain's caves to read to the mice folk. When they were too restless for stories, Miss Faahri showed them the stars. When she was too old to climb the mountains, the mice folk came to her instead. When she was laid to rest, the mice folk wept and wept. Miss Faahri often said, "We must protect children of all kinds." Though the mice have forgotten this tale, we never forgotten our promise to their kind. The Tale of Nurumi Faahri, the librarian. I'm sorry, Ms. Faahri, I think I probably just butchered your name there. So, I guess that's why the mice people are intelligent. I'm gonna go with that one. Let's read some of the other lore that we've got. Oh, that's a 15-pager. We don't have... It's unlocked, but it's not unlocked. Okay. Yeah, these ones are all unlocked. Okay. This is basically just going to give us a rough overview of everything that we learned in the last campaign. So, I guess you can skip it if you want to, but I'm going to read them all anyway, because, as I say, I love the lore of this game. I'm very much into it. The continent of Arania is home to Felheim, Cherrystone, the Florin Lands, the Lost Leagues, Heavensong, and the island of the Dragon's Cradle. It is the home of our heroes and our heroes' foes. Welcome to Arania. Please enjoy the view. The Cherrystone Kingdom, a peaceful land where pastoral grasslands give way to lush meadows and cool emerald forests. Nestled between the harsh snowscapes of Felheim to the west and the hazardous wilds of the Gloom Woods to the east. The Cherrystone manages to exist in a most tranquil state thanks to the Iranian treaty formed 3 years ago, which is what we saw at the end of Wargroove 1. For centuries before the treaty, Cherrystone faced constant threat of invasion by the undead armies of Felheim. But we fixed that, so we're all good. Splintered fjords and rimy forests, broad empty tundra and jagged snow-capped mountains. This is Felheim. It's a quiet place, all sound muffled by the fathomless snow. In Felheim, the undead walk, carrying on an existence by sheer force of will. The living also eke out an existence among the undead, hunting ice boar and blubber seals. Like the land they inhabit, Felheim's living citizens are a quiet people, stoic, no-nonsense individuals. If it weren't for the ascension of a new Fel Lord every few decades, they'd helpfully keep themselves to themselves. Heavensong has many territories beyond the seas that circle Arania, but the heart of the Empire beats within these shores. And as I'm led to believe, we'll be learning more about these seas that circle Arania and Heavensong's extra territories during this campaign, so that should be fun. But, you know, I don't know that. That's just what I've gleaned. It's a land of shining golden sands striped with fertile valleys of desert flora, of awesome mountain ranges speckled with shimmering diamond mines, of sparkling oases and endless azure coastal waters. It's a country of craftsmen, artisans and inventors, of beauty, honour and intellect. Heaven Song truly is a magnificent nation. Eastern Orania Pocket Travel Guide, 2nd edition. What changed between the 1st and 2nd edition, I wonder? The flora in the lands. Around 900 years ago, give or take a day, a comet crashed into the north coast of central Orania. Shortly after the comet's collision, rumours of dangerous tree people began to spread across the continent. Because Orania's population was still recovering even then, the Floran had little trouble in carving out their own niche in the Gloomwoods, their favourite and most cherished hunting grounds. As the years passed, they found it easier to stop hunting the native humans and instead keep them at a distance. Boar and deer tasted better anyway, great, that's concerning. So the Floran are peaceable enough, as long as you leave their hunting grounds alone. Which, yeah, we learnt last time, because Sedge lied to the Greenfinger and said that Mercia was invading. Muncie was just trying to pass through. So, yeah, as long as you treat them nice, the Floran will be fine with you. The Lost Leagues. In ancient times, these lands were the westernmost portion of the nation of Silmore, which bordered the country of Cacophony. During the Great Dissonance War, a cataclysmic battle was fought here, resulting in thousands dead. The Lost Leagues are also home to the Quagmarsh, where Cacophony's king met his demise and the War of the Great Dissonance finally ended. After the war, the Lost Leagues were abandoned. Even today, the place elicits a sense of foreboding, and the land feels cursed. The Leagues remain unclaimed and ungoverned, making them a perfect refuge for outlaws. I mean, yeah, the outlaws do like the Lost Leagues. That's where we did our deal with, to get back Enid at the end of the last one. But it's a bit rich to say that that's the only people there. There's dead people there too. Anyway, Kapok's report. Kapok's report for Greenfinger. Kapok come to clear Commander Sedge's old camp, but camp already clean when Kapok arrived. Maybe Nuru right, and Sedge's soldiers still hurting people in Sedge's name. So basically what that's saying is Sedge is probably still alive, is really what it's saying there. You know, Ryota thought he killed Sedge. Nah, Sedge is probably still there. But I hope not, because Sedge was vicious. Cacophony. Long ago, the continent of Orania consisted of just two vast countries, divided roughly along the lines that now marks the border between the Floran lands and the Lost Leagues. In the east was Silmore, a country of plains and marshes, mountain ranges, and wide, bright deserts. In the west was Cacophony, wooded and green, its furthest reaches blanketed with thick snow. Not much is known about these two fallen nations, as few survivors were left to tell their stories. Yeah, we know all about the ruin that Cacophony and the Great Dissonance War brought upon Orania, because that's basically the entire plot of the first game. So that's good. It is good that they give you a recap in case you don't know. Requiem and the Great Dissonance. Requiem was never alive and doesn't value life or recognise its sanctity. Neither is it undead, unwilling and unable as it is to revel in the nature of physical existence the way the undead are. Inimical to life and existence, Requiem is more than a mere weapon. It is a conscious embodiment of hate and destruction, a being without pity that craves devastation. This is why it took so much willpower for people to not be drawn to its call and why it was so powerful. It's not just a weird music weapon, it's also just a being of pure as it says, a being of pure destruction, basically. In the minds of its creators, Requiem was made as a weapon to end all conflict. The war, known as the Great Dissonance, fought between Cacophony and Silmore, had persisted for a decade when this great weapon was conceived of. Another 6 years of bloody conflict elapsed before its creation was fully realised. The intention had been to nullify the threat of the enemy, to make further fighting futile and bring about an end to the Great Dissonance. But to inspire a ceasefire, the potency of the weapon had to be demonstrated. The King of Cacophony took Requiem to battle and began wielding it to his foes, but unbeknownst to anyone, his mind had already fallen to Requiem's thrall. He began killing indiscriminately. No one could stop him, and he could not stop himself. Requiem warped the minds of soldiers, both enemy and ally, so that they followed its dark bidding unconditionally. Thousands upon thousands died. Even those the King and Requiem converted to their cause were not spared. Requiem slowly consumed the essence of all it conquered. All the warring parties eventually fell, The Queen of Silmore herself was slain, but still the destruction did not end. The devastation continued for a further 2 years, until finally a courageous soul managed to reach the king, his daughter, Princess Elodie. She tracked her father to the centre of the Quagmarch with a small band of soldiers, braving the attacks of Requiem's mindless servants. She found her father emaciated but standing tall, kept upright by Requiem's malice. She reminded him of who she was and who he had been. With great effort, the king managed to rise through the fog of darkness that clouded his mind and recognised the horror of what he had done. Eventually, Elodie managed to convince her father to replenish Requiem, but by now the king had been consumed almost entirely, and the effort of giving up the weapon killed him. So the Wargroove has such a cheery art style and atmosphere. It's kind of horrifying to realise the actual consequences, and sometimes the lore has a bit of a tonal shift, but it's understandable. It's just Anyway, its first slave now spent and gone, Requiem began to call out for another wielder. Princess Elodie resisted the weapon's thrall with all her might, but knowing her resilience could only last so long, she sent for the aid of every mage that remained on the continent. They all came, from Cacophony and Silmore alike, united by their desperation to destroy Requiem and preserve what little life remained in Orania. Working together, they made every effort to figure out how to nullify the weapon, having quickly realised that it was beyond their ability to destroy it. You know, it's the One Ring, you know. After 70 days, they discovered a way to seal Requiem away, inside fortifications both physical and magical. They forged the blade to act as a key, a symbolic act of victory. However, this in itself was not sufficient. A sacrifice had to be made. Someone would need to give up their life, and to forfeit their soul, committing themselves for all eternity to contain Requiem's evil. Yeah, we know about this. Princess Elodie put herself forward, accepting this new burden with dignity. The band of mages and Princess Elodie travelled to the Dragon's Cradle, an isolated volcanic island nestled in the crook of Orvania's southern coast. It was and is a place heavy with the natural protective magic of the earth, because volcanoes are magical apparently, don't question. There they performed the ritual that would shackle Requiem to the volcano and bind Elodie's soul to the weapon. The rites were successful, and Elodie and Requiem were sealed away. The mages left, scattered through the four winds, taking the secret of Requiem's fate with them. Only one remained behind in Orania, interested with keeping the key close to the lock it governed, in the hope that a way to destroy Requiem once and for all might one day come to light. I'm missing the button. This mage settled in the grassy plains of Western Orania. He was a brave but peaceable individual who soon attracted a following of people who wished to build a safe community amid the remnants of the broken continent. He became their leader and lived a long life among his kin and clan. When he had a family, he passed the knowledge of the key to his children and made them promise to do the same, though always in the utmost secrecy. They renamed the key Cherry Blade in order to hide its true nature. This mage's name was Maiden Cherrystone, and the community he founded would one day become the Cherrystone Kingdom. It's nice, we get some lore on Mercia's great grandfather or what have you. I like it. Now, if we didn't have those really long codex entries to read, I probably would have continued, because this is just the prologue, and instead of one mission prologue, we get a 2 mission prologue, which is fine, I'm not going to complain about it. But to save it being too long for the first episode, I'll just cut this one here, and I'll record the next one soon. So yeah, I thank you all for watching. I hope you're if you're playing Wargroove 2 yourselves, which I highly recommend you do, I hope you're enjoying it. If you're watching this, I hope you continue to enjoy. I'm going to try and get episodes out a lot faster than I did with the original Wargroove, because I want to see what's new in this game. Like, I know roughly what some of it is, because I played one of the demos they put out, but there's lots of actual new features in the game that I'm looking forward to trying. And I don't really want to wait for them, honestly. I mean, I know I have to, that's how it works, but you know, I'm looking forward to seeing all of the new stuff they've added. I'm looking forward to see how the game differs, and I hope you're all going to come along on this journey with me, because I think it's going to be an absolute ton of fun. So, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful day, take care, and have a good one. So, just back here, right at the end of the video, to do something I haven't done before, and that's plug the Discord that I share down below. It's not really my Discord, it's sort of a shared community Discord. If you want to come chat about this game, or any other games, or just find some chill people to hang out with, feel free to join. It's linked in the description below. Okay, that's it. Bye now.